Hi everyone, it's good to see you. I hope you're ready to join me for another art lesson. Today we will be making an origami dragon eye. So here's my example. To create your dragon eye, you will need a few supplies. You will need a piece of copy or computer paper, just one sheet is fine, a pencil and an eraser, pair of scissors, Sharpie if you have one, if not, a regular black marker would be fine. As far as coloring the outside and the inside, you can use markers, crayons, or even color pencils if you have them. And then the last two materials, you will need a tracer to get a circle. So you could use this cup. Here I have a hair gel container that would work. So anything circular that you could trace. And then the last item you will need is some sort of straight edge. It could be a ruler. Here's a stick to stir up paint, or even a book would work. And I'll go over how to use that in a little bit. So go grab your supplies and come right back. Before we begin, let's go over what origami means. Origami is a Japanese art of folding paper into decorative shapes and figures. The goal is to transform a flat piece of paper into a finished sculpture through different folding techniques. Also, when you're making origami, you really shouldn't be cutting or gluing any pieces on. So let's get started. So we first want to make this piece of paper into a square. Right now it's a rectangle. So to do that, you're going to take one end and you're going to fold it up until you get to the point here. And you're going to give it a crease. So see how the bottom met up with the top? I like to take a pencil and just go over that crease there. There we go. And then with your scissors, we're going to cut this extra off. You want to open up your paper and then you're going to rotate it like it's a diamond. And then you want to take the end here and bring it up to the top, and you want to create a triangle. And don't forget to go over the crease. So I want you to rotate your paper again like a diamond, and where the middle is, where there should be a T, I want you to put just a little dot. And I'm going to take the bottom and I'm going to fold it up to that little dot and then do a crease. You're going to turn it and you're going to do the same to the top of it. The next step, you're going to fold it one more time. So I'm actually going to take the bottom here and I'm going to bring it up to that dot or up to the center line, just like this. You're going to do the same to the other side, so turn it. And where the bottom is going to go to the top or the center line there. Now we're going to open it up, and this little triangle here, I'm actually going to fold in, and I'm going to do the same on this side, just fold that little triangle in, and then tuck them in. So you're going to leave it like this with these flaps, and here's where you're going to go find that circular object that you can trace. So this is going to be the outline for your dragon eye. So you want to place it in the middle, and then with your pencil, for your dragon eye, the center of the eye, you could do a diamond shape, or you could even do an oval shape for the pupil. Right in the middle of your circle, here is where you will do that oval or that diamond shape. Now you're going to grab your Sharpie, or you could even use a crayon. And let's start with our black first. So I'm going to use Sharpie, and I'm going to outline. And again, if you don't have Sharpie, that's okay. You could use a regular black marker or your black crayon. Inside that oval or that diamond shape, I'm going to draw a curved line to make a reflection in the eye. And then you can fill in just that shape with your black crayon, or you could use marker. You want to make sure though you leave this shape white, and you're going to color around it. We're going to fill in the rest of the eye. And to do that, I want you to pick 3 to 4 colors. In my other examples, I used yellow, orange, and red. This one I'm going to switch up. I'm going to do yellow, light green, a light blue, and a dark blue. So again, you are the artist and this is your dragon eye, so you pick the colors that you would like, but you want to make sure you start from light to dark. So right where my oval shape is, I'm going to fill that in with yellow. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Going to go to my next color and make it touch up against that yellow. And I'm going to go a little bit over top of the yellow with this yellow green and blend and mix the colors together. The next step is we want to give the background, we want to make that black rather than white so it really pops. So with a black crayon, you're going to fill in, now remember this is going to fold up like this. So if you want to draw a little line to give you a guideline how far to color, try and really press hard so that the black is nice and thick and solid. You do not have to go all the way to the edge. That's good right here. Now I'm going to color on the other side. Before we go back to folding a little bit more, to add one last final detail, I want you to grab an eraser, and on one side I want you to just erase a little area to make another reflection in the eye. Could be an oval shape. There we go. So just on one side. There we go. Now we are going to fold the edges of the paper into the middle, following the crease line. So we're going to put that back. We're going to go to the other side. Remember the little triangle is inside now, and we're going to fold. And we're going to hide the eyeball now. So the next step, we're going to work on the scales of the dragon eye. And here's a few examples to give you some ideas of different colors you could use. You could do yellow, green, and blue. You could do pink, purple, blue. Because I did yellow and a light blue and a dark blue in my eye, I'm going to do more of opposite colors. I'm going to do yellow, orange, and red for the outside of the dragon. So whatever the colors are used inside, you would want to try and change it up to different colors. And again, just like we did with our eye, we went from light to dark. You would want to do the same on the outside. So again, I'm going to do yellow to orange to red. I'm going to grab my yellow, and I'm going to do a stripe of yellow. I'm going to do the same on the top here. Going to move on to my darker yellow. You want to go ahead and mix a little bit of that darker yellow in with the lighter and make a new color. The last step for your dragon would be to add scales to really make it look like a reptile. So to do that, I'm going to use Sharpie. If you do not have a Sharpie, you could use a black crayon. So on the top, you're just going to draw some upside down U's or rainbows that are connected. And you're going to go all the way to the end. Then you're going to start another row. Now the bottom row, you're going to do opposite. To finish our dragon eye, I want you to do a little dot or mark in the center. Remember where that T is? Just like we did in the beginning, just do a little dot. Then what you need to do is take the bottom point here and you're going to match it up to that little dot and then fold. You're going to turn it and you're going to do the same. Bring the edge here up to that little dot. Fold it and go over that crease. We have one more step to do. This is probably the hardest fold, but I think you'll be able to do it. So what you need to do is you want to get that straight edge, that ruler or that book, and you're going to line up the ruler from the middle, remember where that dot is, so where the middle of the paper is to your triangles here. So watch, I'm going to take my ruler, line it up. If you want to go over that line here, line it up to that center, to the center here. I'll draw a little line so you can see. So just like that. You don't need to draw the line. All you need to do is take that triangle and fold it up. I'm going to do it once or twice. Okay. Now we're going to move on to this one. We're going to go where that center dot is. Go in the middle. And again, you're just going to bring it up. And bring it up one more time. So we have two more. We have to do this side now. Again, here's our center. And we're going to line it up in the middle of the two triangles. Bring it up once. And bring it up again. Last folds. So again, here's our center. And here's the center in between the two triangles. Line up your ruler. And fold it up. Once, twice. Okay, so now we have our folds. Now here's the exciting part. You're going to take your two pieces here, you're going to pinch them together, and here's where your origami eye is now complete. And you can pinch it in and out. Here's my other example. Thanks for joining me today, Osage. I hope you enjoyed this origami lesson. I can't wait to see what you create. Don't forget, keep coloring, drawing, and being creative. I'll see you next week. Bye.